Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to Al Jazeera, senior negotiators from Iran and the United States have convened in Switzerland to advance a signed Memorandum of Understanding, MoU, aimed at ending the war launched by the U.S. and Israel in late February. The high-level talks, mediated by Pakistan and Qatar, feature Iranian Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bakr Ghalibaf and Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, alongside U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance. However, in Tehran, the agreement has sparked intense political division. Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei publicly expressed strong reservations, noting he held a different view in principle, but approved the MoU after President Masoud Pezeshkian accepted responsibility. This reluctance has emboldened hardline opponents of the deal. Tensions escalated further when the director of state television's main news channel resigned after broadcasting a live interview with a hardline negotiator who criticized the ceasefire and demanded strict Iranian control over the Strait of Hormuz. While most of Iran's Supreme National Security Council supports the MoU, ultra-hardline factions continue to utilize state media to campaign against the talks, especially as ongoing Israeli attacks in Lebanon raise concerns over the ceasefire's enforcement. According to a report by the Liberty Times, a major political storm has erupted in Iran as Mahmoud Nabavian, Vice President of the Supreme National Security Council and former negotiator, faces prosecution and the loss of his parliamentary seat. During a broadcast on national television, Nabavian disclosed details of a highly confidential letter written by Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Hayyan. In the letter, the supreme leader accused Iran's negotiating team of exceeding their authorized mandate during recent talks with the United States in Islamabad, Pakistan. The broadcast was abruptly cut off, and a TV executive resigned shortly after. The leaked letter reveals that the supreme leader has taken a highly active, hardline stance on foreign relations, setting 11 strict conditions for continuing talks. These demands include immediate compensation from the U.S., total sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz, including the imposition of transit fees on passing ships, and a complete U.S. and Israeli withdrawal from Lebanon. This incident highlights escalating internal strife between Iran's hardliners and pragmatists, showing that, according to CBS News, Democratic Representative Jason Crow of Colorado has expressed deep concern over the appointment of Bill Pulte as the Trump administration's acting director of national intelligence. Speaking on Face the Nation, Crow warned that Pulte's lack of intelligence and national security experience places Americans at risk, describing him as a political ally chosen primarily for his loyalty. The controversy surrounding Pulte's appointment has intensified a congressional impasse, leading Democrats to block the reauthorization of Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, FISA, which subsequently expired. Section 702 grants intelligence agencies warrantless surveillance authority over overseas targets. Crow defended the Democratic decision, stating he is unwilling to compromise Americans' constitutional privacy rights for a temporary extension. In an effort to resolve the deadlock, Senate Republicans moved to confirm Jay Clayton as the permanent intelligence chief. However, President Trump canceled Clayton's confirmation hearing after learning Democrats would oppose the FISA renewal. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham urged Trump to allow Clayton to testify, warning that letting the surveillance program remain expired is dangerous for national security. According to NBC News, the artificial intelligence company Anthropic has abruptly suspended access to its latest and most powerful AI models, Fable 5 and Mythos 5. For all customers, the decision follows a restrictive export control directive issued by U.S. Commerce. Secretary Howard Lutnick late Friday evening. The government order instructed Anthropic to prevent any foreign national, including its own foreign employees, from accessing these newly released models due to national security concerns. Anthropic stated that to ensure compliance with the mandate, it had no choice but to disable the models entirely, marking the first time a major AI company has taken a publicly deployed model offline due to federal intervention. The Commerce Department's Bureau of Industry and Security reportedly identified a narrow jailbreak technique that could bypass safeguards in Fable 5, raising concerns that the model's cybersecurity capabilities could be misused. Anthropic expressed disagreement with the scale of the restriction, describing the issue as a misunderstanding that likely exists in competing systems as well. The company hopes to resolve the technical facts and reinstate access to the models as soon as possible. According to CBS News, U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Mike Waltz stated that the Trump administration is laser-focused on addressing Iran's nuclear program. This comes as high-level negotiations, including a rare direct meeting between U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance and Iranian officials, take place in Switzerland. Waltz acknowledged that the senior members of the Iranian regime are not good guys, noting Iran's history of crackdowns on protesters and detention of American citizens. However, he emphasized that the administration is taking a pragmatic approach to prevent Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon, shifting away from broader goals like regime change. Technical experts from the U.S. Department of Energy are assisting in the talks to handle details regarding Iran's enriched uranium stockpile. Waltz stated that the ultimate goal is the permanent destruction of Iran's nuclear program rather than temporary halts. He stressed that any eventual deal would rely strictly on verification rather than trust, with potential sanctions relief used as incentive. Despite criticism from some Republicans regarding sanctions, Waltz assured that any oil revenues allowed would be strictly monitored. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.